Imagine this. You're on a plane. Suddenly, it drops 3,000 feet. Alarms blaring. People screaming. Your heart is pounding out of your chest. Most people would completely lose it, but some passengers, they stay perfectly calm. Ice cold, focused. What makes them different? Is it genetics, training, or something else entirely? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of people who never panic. And by the end of this video, you'll learn how you can become one of them. But before we dive in, if you're enjoying this kind of psychology content, hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, 90% of you watching aren't subscribed yet. It takes 2 seconds and it helps this channel massively. All right, let's get into it. So what's actually happening in your brain when you panic? When you panic, your amygdala, think of it as your brain's alarm system, completely hijacks your prefrontal cortex. That's the rational thinking part of your brain. Your body floods with stress hormones. Your vision narrows. Your thoughts scatter. You literally can't think straight. But people who stay calm, their brains work fundamentally differently. Research shows 3 key differences. First, their prefrontal cortex stays in control even when danger hits. The rational brain doesn't get hijacked. Second, their amygdala is less reactive. It still registers the threat, but it doesn't spiral out of control. Third, their parasympathetic nervous system, the system that calms you down, activates much faster. A fascinating study of elite soldiers found exactly this pattern. Under extreme stress, their rational brain stayed in charge while everyone else was losing it. Now, here's the million-dollar question. Are these people just born this way? The answer, yes and no. Genetics does play a role. Some people have natural advantages in how their brain handles stress. They basically won the genetic lottery when it comes to staying cool under pressure. But here's the empowering part, and this is crucial. Calmness can absolutely be trained. Navy SEALs aren't born unflappable. They're conditioned through thousands of hours of deliberate stress exposure. Scientists call this stress inoculation. Think about it. Surgeons, fighter pilots, emergency responders. None of them started out handling crisis like it's nothing. They trained their brains. And so can you. Beyond the neuroscience, people who don't panic share 3 specific psychological traits. First, internal locus of control. When crisis hits, they don't think, why is this happening to me? They think, what can I do about this? That shift alone is game-changing. Second, cognitive reappraisal. They automatically reframe threats as challenges. Stanford research actually shows this changes your body's physiology. When you view stress as fuel instead of poison, your body literally responds differently. Third, present moment focus. While most people panic about future what-ifs, calm people stay anchored in the now. What's happening right this second? What's my next move? There's a perfect example of this. Fighter pilot Tammy Jo Schultz was flying when her plane's engine exploded midair. She said, I felt the fear, I acknowledged it, and then I put it aside and flew the plane. That's not suppressing emotions, that's mastering them. So how do you actually train yourself to be this calm? 4 techniques. Technique number 1, box breathing. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. This activates your vagus nerve and literally tells your nervous system to calm down. Navy SEALs do this before every mission. Technique 2, stress exposure. Deliberately put yourself in mildly uncomfortable situations. Public speaking, cold showers, difficult conversations. You're building your stress tolerance like a muscle. Start small, then level up. Technique 3, mental rehearsal. Visualize yourself staying calm in crisis situations. Athletes do this constantly. Your brain can't fully tell the difference between vivid imagination and reality. You're creating neural pathways before you even need them. Technique number 4, reframe your physiology. This one's powerful. When your heart starts racing, instead of thinking, oh no, I'm panicking, tell yourself, my body is preparing me to perform. That single thought shift can completely change your stress response. The key to all of this, practice before the crisis hits. Your brain builds these pathways through repetition. Here's the truth. People who never panic aren't superhuman. They're not special. They've simply trained their brains through deliberate practice and conditioning. And here's the beautiful part. Your brain is plastic. It can change. Your stress responses aren't fixed. They're not permanent. With understanding and practice, you can literally become the person who stays calm when everyone else is falling apart. So start small. Pick one technique from this video. Try it today. Build that muscle. If you found this valuable, hit that subscribe button for more psychology breakdowns like this. And drop a comment below. What's your go-to strategy for staying calm under pressure? I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching. Stay calm out there.